I think that this was something our school desperately needed. I think that it's awesome to have this technology, and I'm also a tour guide for our admissions. So I'm always giving tours to prospective students that are looking to come here next year. And I think we're at an advantage right now, being one of the only higher education institutions that is in person. But also with that said, that we got the Polycams, and that it's really cool. I always tell my prospective students about the Polycams and what an impact it's made on my education. But I think it's been awesome. All of our students in the body, they think that they're getting the same experience out of it. Being in student government, being able to contribute their opinion and vocalize what they're hearing around campus. So that's been really good. So it hasn't really impacted our meetings itself. They're still just as productive. And we also invite in different speakers from around campus. So with that said, we give them the option that some of them, and both actually, some have met us in person, which is nice. And they'll just meet in one of the classrooms and Zoom with everyone else in the other classrooms. Whereas we've also had speakers that just meet us virtually, and it works better for them because we do meet fairly late at night. So it's not as an inconvenience to them, where they can Zoom from their home now and come join us for our meetings and not have to drive the hour or so long home for after meeting with the student body. So I think it's definitely brought us more together for when it comes to speakers and coming to meet with us. Just making sure you're not distracted with things around your workspace. I like to sit at my desk and try not to have anything really near me. If I'm have an exam or something, I always put my phone across the room, so that way I'm not tempted to look at it, because I know that's a struggle with doing assessments online and making sure that your proctor, whoever's watching over you, is making sure that you're not doing anything like plagiarizing, that sort of stuff, and cheating. But with that said though, so I like to keep my desk very organized. I try and keep as minimal of things on it. That way it doesn't distract me as much. I think it's just funny. There's a lot of students that don't realize the background noise and stuff that just technology picks up. So I definitely think that the mute feature is definitely important. Not only in meetings, but also in class. I have a lot of students that they won't realize that their that their microphone's muted. So with that said, they'll just go on talking to someone else, or I've heard in my class, a student would turn to their roommate and be like, oh, they would say something about the class and saying oh, I hate this class, and everyone heard it. So I think it's things like that you just have to watch for. I think it's funny though, I'm lucky enough, knock on wood, but it hasn't happened on my end. But I have seen that happen to students where they just have to be mindful of making sure that their microphone or camera's muted, depending on whatever is most appropriate at the time.